Good evening, dear friends. It's the 2nd of December. I haven't made a video in a while, I know. About 2 weeks ago, I was at the front lines. I've got an elderly aunt and uncle that live on the front lines. I'm not going to say which town, but they're under constant bombardment by the Ukra-Anglo shitheads. When we came in there, we went to one unit, dropped off some equipment. They asked us where we're going. We told them, like, you guys want to die? Like, nah, well, we got no choice. I need to go see them. So the road leading into that town, we were going at about 80 miles an hour, so about 140 kilometers, flying down this road that's potholed here and there with artillery craters. And it's not so much the artillery that is the problem coming into town, because it takes a hell of an artillery spotter to be able to hit a vehicle and call in and hit a vehicle that's traveling at 100 plus kilometers an hour. It's the drones, and their drones are all over the place, and they're going after cars left and right. So yeah, that is a problem. The military units have electronic warfare devices that jam them, but civilian cars, of course, don't. We're in a Patriot, which is a car that a lot of commanders drive. When we came down there, we took 2 vehicles down there. A minibus, UAZ, I'm sorry. That same day was pulling guys, wounded guys out from the front lines. Took a lot of equipment down there. Took another Patriot for one of the commanders as his vehicle. So, you know, people donate. We find these cars, fix them up, donate, get a bunch of other equipment. You know, took down radios, things like that to help the front. Everything for the front. The Russian people, the vast majority of the Russian people are very, very united. And it doesn't matter whether we're fighting the Nazi Chachol or the soon-to-be Nazi Pole. And that's the thing I want to talk about. For all the Slavs that are going to be listening to this, and I'm talking about the non-Russian, non-Belarus, non-Serbian. And the Serbs are our closest brothers, and they always have been. But outside of that, all the other Slavs, this is the die-off of the Slavs. Now, Slavs, if we're going to go into this so people understand, R1A haplogroup has been in Europe for thousands of years. That's why you dig up the bones, check the DNA of the males on the Y chromosome, and the R1A haplogroup is one of the oldest haplogroups there are in Indo-Europeans. Indians and Pakistanis, by the way, the Aryans are also R1A haplogroups. They're basically Slavs. We're Slavs, they're Slavs. We're all Slavs together. Okay. So, sorry. Had to make a very difficult turn. So anyways, all the Germans are R1B, so they came later. So all the history, it says the Slavs showed up somewhere in the 6th century after Christ, AD. I refuse to use that in our common era or the other bullshit that the Soviets came up with back in the 20s. And everybody in America, all the American liberals and all the pseudo-Christians that don't want to, cause waves use. There's no BCE. It's before Christ and AD, year of our Lord. And don't like it, screw yourself. That's as far as I care on that. Anyways, so no, the Slavs didn't show up in Europe the 6th century after Christ. Slavs were there at least 1,000 years before, if not longer. We were there before the Germanics showed up. So it's not 1,000 years, it's more like 2,000 years earlier than Anglo history likes to paint it. History according to the English. But this is the great die-off of the Western Slavs. Because after the Chachol gets whacked, and they're getting whacked, there's somewhere between 550 to 600,000 dead. The smarter 60, 70,000 that surrendered are going to get to live, and most of them suddenly realize they're Russians. It's amazing what sobriety brings to people. And quite a few of them have submitted for Russian citizenship. Imagine that in any other war. So, who's next? Well, the Poles are next. That's obvious enough. I would have said the Slovaks too, but the Slovaks have gotten smart and elected a smart president. Whether or not he's going to be able to defeat the American-owned parliament, we'll live and see. But the other Slavs, the Croats, the Bosniaks, the Bulgarians, the Czech, that super we hate everything that's Russia Czechs. Only ones worse than that are the Poles. Yeah, you guys, and the Slovenians for that matter too. Even though much of the Slovenian population is against it, you guys are all screwed. Because you're the meat that the American, your American owner is going to jackboot you right into our teeth under our tank tracks. Because you're the meat that's supposed to be to bleed us, your Eastern Slavic brothers. Not that we're essentially brothers. You know, Dostoevsky warned about Pan-Slavism and freeing, helping free or directly freeing all these other Slavic tribes from domination by the Austro-Hungarians, by the Turks. Is they'll hate you for it. And most of them do hate us. For what? Because we freed you? Okay. Or fought to help free you? So you'd rather go click the boots of your American and British owners. Well, congratulations. Just like the Ukrainians, you're going to get to die for that. To please your owners. Because long before Germans or French or Italians get to die in mass in this world war, you're all going to be dead. You're going to be used up the same way, the exact same way that the Chachol is being used up. You don't like that reality? You better get off your ass and change it. But the vast majority of you will sit there and then you'll go and die. And your children will go and die as soon as they can hold a gun. Because the same scum that sits in Ukraine sits in your capitals. The same scum. The same scum that isn't going to grow old in your in the shithole he's going to turn your country in. Oh no, he's going to grow old somewhere in Europe, Western Europe, or better yet, somewhere in America or Australia or Canada. On the billions that he's going to siphon off from this war, while you get to die and your children get to die. Congratulations. The Western Slavs have degenerated into meat. And for those of you who don't think of yourself as that and have the brain power to go, this sucks and we don't think we like this, you better get off your asses and do something about it. And doing something about it is getting rid of the bastards sitting above you. But then again, I'm pretty sure the vast majority won't do anything of the sort. So, well, it'll be what it'll be, as always it has been. The Lord punishes the stupid. But here, everything is you know, I'm on a show called Anti-Fake. I come on that show, not every week, but every couple of weeks. But I help them out also by reading the Western news and tossing over articles that can be debunked. And man, first of all, I deserve a medal just for reading this crap. And it's mentally taxing to read the bullshit, the endless, countless volumes of bullshit that gets written by well, I can't even call them journalists, hack writers. Really, really hack writers. Oh my God. That other know-nothings read and follow. One know-nothing writes and leads the other know-nothings. And reads other know-nothings so he can know nothing and write something. And the worst platform of all for all that is Medium. My God, that's just the... I'm trying to graduate into a full hack, and I'm only a semi-hack, so I'm going to write even more bullshit than the full hacks write. Yeah, it's like I said, I probably deserve a medal just for being, or psychological help from reading all this crap. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, it's amazing. I kind of one of those, after you read all this, you got to walk outside and see what color the sky is. Well, in our case, it's been mostly gray for 2 months, unfortunately. Did have a little bit of sunshine this morning. God, it's been a very cloudy last 2 months, and lots of snow. Record amount of volumes of snow. I'm not sure about where this global warming hell's going, but we've got record volumes of snow for this time of year. So, such as that. The economy's going. I love when it's because of mobilization that Russia doesn't have enough workers. Well, yeah, mobilization, of course, did hurt. The workforce took about 500,000 people out of the workforce. between mobilization of the military reserve, 1% of military reserve, and volunteers. That's about 500,000 people left the workforce. But the main reason we have such 3% and less unemployment is because the economy is booming. That's what they won't tell you. The economy is booming, salaries are surging, there aren't enough employees. We don't need unskilled labor. We got plenty of that. We need engineers. We need more engineers. We need more chemists. We need more scientists. We need more skilled labor. Machinists, welders, you name it, we need it. Programmers. So all of you people sitting without jobs in Ireland, that's getting raped by your refugees, to the point where being Irish is now being a crime. All you people sitting in the UK without jobs, the great American Biden economics, and all the rest. Russia's hiring. Russia's hiring, and we need people. We need hard workers with skilled labor. But think about that. Well, what else can I say? Better than living in the shitholes of the West is becoming. It's not going to get any better. Any of you in the West that are still thinking, well, it's just another election and things will change. Like in the U.S., I love that. Every time they tell the brainless masses in the U.S., just the next election things will change. How many elections cycles have been saying that? Well, in my own personal experience, it's been about 9 election cycles they've been saying that I've been aware of, that they've been saying that I've cared. And guess what? No matter who you elect, nothing changes. You know why? Because it's a scam. Like Mark Twain said, if elections decided anything, they would have been banned. It's a scam to keep the plebes plebing, so they can continue to dole the milk out of you. Except as a cow, you're pretty dry. So next thing is left is the meat, and then the bones. And trust me, they'll go for all of it. If you haven't realized that yet, you are part of the problem. But think about it. All right, go with God. Have a good day.